Good morning, Dan and Robin. I'm very well, thank you. How are you today?
We're doing great. So when did someone first approach you and say, hey, you kind of look like Harry?
It kind of happened as I became an adult, around the age of 18, that I kind of had reactions on the streets. As I was walking past people, you kind of notice people doing a double take and kind of giggling to their friends and whispering, oh my gosh, he looks like Prince Harry.
And
so my friends and... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I bet this went into overdrive when he married Meghan Markle.
Yes, exactly. So I literally became his lookalike overnight from that engagement announcement back in 2017. And it's been an amazing experience ever since. That just kind of all blew up and the world's press saw this new amazing Hollywood couple, and it just went wild from then.
So is this your full-time job?
Yes, it has become my full-time job during the very busy period. So whenever there's a wedding, whenever there's a baby, a jubilee celebration, I'm literally very, very busy, sometimes doing 2 jobs per day. So it's fantastic. And I get to travel the world. I get to meet some amazing people. I get to film commercials. I get flown to Hong Kong for a billionaire's party. So I'm just having an amazing time.
Okay, yeah, I was just thinking, who's hiring you? I mean, I could see, if it's for a commercial, someone who kind of wants to spoof that, but there's got to be more than so there's everyday paying gigs where people ask you to come to their house and pretend to be Harry?
Usually what I get is like hen parties, that type of thing, or more likely corporate events where there's a big party, like particularly at Christmas time, when they want, of course, because I'm living in London, there's lots of events on, and every single day in December there's Christmas parties all over London, and everybody wants that British theme, and of course British Royals is a fantastic theme to have at your party.
So have you ever met Prince Harry? Does he know you exist?
I've never met him yet, but I believe he is aware of me and all my antics I get up to, and I hope that he does enjoy most of what I get to do, and I hope he doesn't get too offended by some of the things we get asked to do.
Yeah.
When you say hen parties, I think that's the American equivalent of a bachelorette party. So
yes,
are you doing embarrassing things at the hen parties? Is that what you don't want him to know about, or what kind of stuff are you asked to do?
One time, just as they were about to get married, a company wanted to know what would it look like at Prince Harry's bachelor party, because we're never going to see those photographs. So a company came up with the idea to have me and Prince William look alike, with Prince Charles in Union Jack Speedos in this hot tub going down Regent's Canal in London. And we had lots of the world's press come to film us. And the very next day, there were images of us on the BBC Breakfast News in the morning with Prince Harry and William lookalikes having drunken antics in this hot tub, being so foolish. So.
Well, there is a gig for everything out there. You can check out Reese's website at princeharrylookalike.com. You can also follow him on Instagram at @theprinceharrylookalike. Thanks for joining us, Reese. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Welcome, Royal Sussex Squad family. If you love truth, fairness, and celebrating Prince Harry and Meghan, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into a fascinating story about the Spencer family, one that the British media would rather keep in the shadows. We're talking about Louis Spencer, Viscount Althorp, a lesser-known but strikingly familiar face who is set to inherit a massive fortune. Now, what makes this story so interesting isn't just the money. It's the glaring hypocrisy of the media, the outdated aristocratic traditions still in place, and of course the undeniable resemblance Louis shares with Prince Harry. But before we get into it, take a second to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. And if you enjoy our content and want to support the channel, you can contribute through Super Thanks. It really helps us keep the truth front and center. Let's talk about Louis Spencer, an incredibly private individual and the nephew of the late great Princess Diana. Unlike certain royal family members who crave the spotlight only when it suits them, Louis has stayed out of the limelight, focusing on his career and personal growth. But now, thanks to outdated aristocratic traditions, he is about to inherit the Spencer family fortune, an eye-watering $130 million, along with the iconic Althorp estate, where Princess Diana grew up. Now let's take a step back. Many people forget that Diana wasn't just a member of the royal family. She came from one of the most prominent aristocratic families in Britain. And here's the kicker. Despite the media constantly pushing this idea that Harry married beneath him, the truth is Diana's lineage was just as, if not more, prestigious than the Windsors. And let's be real. Had Diana still been alive, she would have loved and supported Meghan just as fiercely as she did Harry. Louis Spencer is the eldest son of Charles Spencer, Diana's younger brother. Despite having 3 older sisters, Kitty, Amelia, and Eliza, Louis is the one set to inherit simply because he's a man. That's right. In 2025, the archaic male primogeniture rule still applies in aristocratic families, where titles and wealth pass through the male lineage, no matter how accomplished or deserving female relatives may be. Now where is the outrage from the British media? Where are the think pieces from the tabloids questioning whether Louis is worthy of this inheritance? Compare that to Meghan, who was attacked relentlessly for simply existing as a strong, independent woman. The hypocrisy is deafening. Let's talk about something amusing. Louis has been called Harry Lite because of his striking resemblance to Prince Harry. And I can't help but wonder, is this why the media is suddenly willing to acknowledge his existence? Because they can't deny that the Spencer genes are strong. Louis first came to public attention at the wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton in 2011, when he was just 17, but it wasn't until he attended Prince Harry and Meghan's wedding in 2018 that the comparisons really took off. With his red-tinted hair, sharp cheekbones, and undeniable charm, Louis looked every bit like a younger version of Harry. But here's the thing, Louis, much like Harry and Meghan, values his privacy. He's chosen to pursue a career in acting under the name Louis John Lyons, rather than using his family name for easy access to fame. And yet despite his decision to stay out of the media circus, he is still being written about now. Why? Because the media is desperate to create a narrative that shifts attention away from the disgraceful treatment of Harry and Meghan. It's interesting that the British press wants to celebrate Louis inheriting wealth, but let's not forget that his sisters, Kitty, Amelia, and Eliza, have also built successful lives without needing to inherit a massive fortune. Lady Kitty Spencer, for instance, is a successful model who has worked with major fashion houses. But where's the media uproar about her being passed over for inheritance? Oh, that's right, there isn't any. Because in their eyes, when it comes to aristocracy, outdated traditions are charming. But when Meghan dares to exist as a self-made woman, she's ambitious and manipulative. The double standards are exhausting. Another point to consider, why is the British press so obsessed with Prince Harry but only casually mentioning Louis Spencer now? Harry stepped away from royal duties, yet he's still hounded by tabloids daily. Meanwhile, Louis has managed to live in relative peace. Could it be because the media has no interest in actually celebrating Diana's legacy? Because their real goal has always been to tarnish her son for daring to marry a strong black woman? The fact remains, Prince Harry has been vilified for choosing love, protecting his family, and rejecting the outdated toxic environment of the British monarchy. Louis, on the other hand, is being quietly acknowledged because he doesn't threaten the establishment's control. Louis may be stepping into a massive inheritance, but the real story here is how the British media selectively chooses who they uplift and who they tear down. Prince Harry and Meghan, 2 individuals who work hard, give back, and stand up for what's right, have been subjected to endless smear campaigns. Meanwhile, an aristocrat inheriting $130 million because of a rule that favors men, that's just tradition. The hypocrisy couldn't be more obvious. We need to continue calling out the lies, exposing the bias, and celebrating the truth. If you love what we do here at Royal Sussex Squad, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, support our work through super thanks. Every contribution helps us keep shining a light on the truth and countering the negative narratives spread by the press. Prince William and Prince Harry's little-known lookalike relative is set to inherit $130 million. The Spencer family have a new head of the house coming soon. A relative of Prince William and Prince Harry is set to inherit a massive fortune. You'll know all about most of the royal family and their extended relatives, but you've probably not heard about the prince's cousins on the Spencer side. It has been a long time since Princess Diana passed away in 1997, and her family are relatively private people. But her nephew Louis is about to inherit the Spencer fortune. The 31-year-old actor typically lives his life out of the spotlight, but now he's making headlines as he's about to receive $130 million Spencer fortune, £100.26 million for us in the UK. Louis is known as the Viscount Althorp, who was named one of Britain's most eligible bachelors in 2019 by Tatler. He is a lookalike relative of Prince Harry and Prince William, WPA Pool, Getty. The publication described him as tall, debonair, and very handsome. He was even at the wedding of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, donning his typical Spencer features, which are very similar to Harry's, which is why he was given the nickname Harry Lite. The actor is the eldest son of Princess Diana's brother Charles and his first wife Victoria Lockwood. Even though he has Kitty, Amelia, and Eliza as his older sisters, they were unable to inherit the fortune due to the long-standing male primogeniture rule which sees the eldest male inherit the family's estate and wealth. So, when his father dies, he will inherit his dad's title and become the 10th Earl Spencer, and he'll also take over Princess Diana's family home. The 500-acre Althorpe estate. Louis Spencer will inherit one hell of a fortune. Max Mumby Indigo contributor, Getty. Elder sister Kitty spoke about the It to Town and Country, saying, "Primogeniture can be a tricky topic because as times are changing, so are attitudes. We've grown up understanding that it's Louis who will inherit, and Louis will do an incredible job." According to The Sun, the estate is worth approximately £100 million. Royal recently have been talking about the resemblance between Prince Harry and Louis after he celebrated his birthday this month. Louis made one of his first major royal appearances at the 2011 wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton when he was just 17 years old, and then he went on to go to Harry's and Meghan's in 2018. 7 years later, Charles Spencer left, pictured at his sister Princess Diana's state funeral alongside William and Harry. Princess Diana Archive, Hulton Archive, Getty Images. While Harry and William have gone on to settle down, Louis is said to have received numerous marriage proposals from fans. However, good luck getting him to accept. The Spencer family relocated to Cape Town in 1995 after the publicity that came their way during Princess Diana's marriage and separation to King Charles. But after attending diocesan college, he came back to the UK to study at the University of Edinburgh. Before beginning his course at the Arts Ed Drama School in Chiswick now, he has taken on the stage name Louis John Lyons, and is managed by the same talent agency as Lily James and Dominic West. So, maybe we'll get to see him in a few productions soon, or perhaps at another royal engagement. Thank you for being here, for standing up for what's right, and for supporting independent voices. Let's keep lifting each other up, speaking truth to power, and making sure the right stories get told. Until next time, stay strong, stay informed, and keep supporting Harry and Meghan.